know, chat. Fucking
Good lord.
You didn't hear the conversation we just had.
It was
And that's
great.
for the best.
It has killed our DM.
The truth fades to darkness. Chat will never know.
Be happy that you didn't hear it. Miko, thank you for the 24 the 24 months. That's incredible. You're so kind. Also, chat, before we get into it, we have a new player. We in our fourth player slot now is Fox of Fox and Bull. Say hi, Fox.
Hi, Fox.
That joke sucks. Do it again. No, Joe, take two. Fucking don't.
Yeah.
We're better than that.
Am I though? No, but I am Fox of Fox and Bull fame. I do the streaming at Fox and Bull, and I love my cats and cooking and crocheting, and incidentally, I also enjoy tabletop RPGs. That's why I'm here.
Excellent.
Cool.
And if you wouldn't mind giving a brief description of or just like you name character what you're playing.
Yeah. And I am playing the illustrious, albeit simple, Rhedd Sandraven. And he is a member of the Winterstrike family. It is a crime family out of Gazra. And he has been sent on a mission to collect a debt. Because that's what hired goons like him do.
Not that kind of goon, though.
What do you mean?
We're not getting into it. This is a family show.
Yeah, it's a hired goon. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, not that kind of goon, folks. Oh, I hate the internet.
Me, dude.
Boy, it sucks, doesn't it?
Dude, the fucking the internet changing the definition, deciding that word has a different meaning now is so annoying. Cause like I loved referring to like a group of my friends, like I'm sending in the goons or the goon squad, and I'm like, no, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah. So much for moons out, goons out.
Oh my god.
Now it's 24 hours a day, goons out. Never mind.
Oh no.
Oh no, we have
It keeps
Day
getting
dwellers.
worse. Day dwellers.
Actually, let me rephrase. He comes from a low-income housing environment, and he does organized crime things.
There we go.
this will be a fun interaction between me and this character of mine. Two
I
opposite sides of the law.
Lover's trope.
It's been giving me anxiety for 2 weeks.
Oh jeez.
This will be fun.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, it'll be funny.
We're all adults. I trust y'all. All right. So, without further ado, let's hop back into the story. When last we left our heroes, Illic, Z, and Pollex had been given the task of recovering Charles, a metal man, and a member of the menagerie crew. he was sent off in the rain to go collect a certain type of mushroom that the menagerie crew, who are a merchant a merchant caravan, need for alchemical potions and such. Along the way, the three of you encountered a hedge witch named Rose, who pointed you in the right direction, and also gave you the task of acquiring her apprentice's spell book, which happened to be in the same location. Once you got to the specified location, some kind of like ruined celestial gate looking thing. The sky turned dark. A big pillar of light erupted from the center of the gate, and you were accosted by skeletons. One of which, some kind of skeletal champion, began speaking, saying assorted villain stuff like "you'll never leave here alive," in a language that none of you except Z recognized. The language was Necril, which I marked down in your character sheet. I called Void. I called it Void because I was wrong. It is Necril is the language of undeath, which has its own language in Pathfinder, which is kind of cool. After Pollex went down, the rest of the party were able to defeat the skeleton lord before something terrible happened. And as soon as you did, it became daytime again, and there were no like signs of like bones or anything, as if the skeletons had never existed. Although the loot from the skeletal lord was still on the ground. You also found Charles, who was in pieces under a tree, and the spellbook and the mushrooms. And then you made your way back to the you made your way back to the ambush site where you delivered Charles. Millie told you about how runes work, which I'll have to explain to Fox outside of game time. And if Fox doesn't already know. And then you decided to camp out for the night. So we will head back in. I'm not gonna have you guys. This is like a already existing campsite. That the what's it called? That the bandits you guys have been dealing with had set up. So you're kind of just like stealing. You're just kind of stealing their camping gear. So I'm not gonna have you roll for like watch or anything if you don't want to.
Okay.
I
don't know why that happened.
I'll move you guys in here. Currently, Fox, you're still not here. We'll get you in very soon. Gotcha. I promise. So I'll say the night goes by without a hitch. There's enough rations and food still amongst this little camping area for you guys to snack on and eat. It's not great living, but it's living. I'll say that the three of you awaken, and as you guys are preparing to start your day, from around the bend, where the trade caravan, where Millie's little trade area was. The word I'm looking for is cart. where the cart was, you can hear what sounds like a lot of attempted heaving and hoeing and the sound of like mechanical whirring.
Mm.
But the day is yours. What will you do?
Start
I think
preparing my
we should-
spells for the day.
Understandable.
I'll put my 2 belt on, and then I'm gonna go look at the heaving and hoeing and the mechanical whirring. I want to go investigate that.
Sure. Yeah. Z, you take your time to prepare your spells. Illic, you move. You head back out and around, or up the ladder. It's up to you. On top of this little ledge. Sure. You head up and over, and what you see is this this little avalanche thing that had been triggered by the bandits. You see Charles attempting to like move and lift some of these large rocks, and he is unable to move them on his own. You see Millie, the female gnome with purple hair and gold streaks, from like the side of the cart, calling on like, come on, you have to put your back into it. And Charles like, why don't you, I mean, you could try helping me. And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm small. And he's just,
I think Illic will go help them.
Sure.
Or try
yeah, you
to
make
figure something out.
Yeah. You make your way down, like down and around, and Millie raises her hand to greet you. Good morning,
Ma'am.
and you hear one loud. You know the sound of like gears grinding.
Yes.
You hear that. You hear like a loud sound of like gears grinding and like a resounding, oh, my back. And you see Charles like stand up and like try to stretch his back out. You see him turn. I'm telling you, to turn to Millie, it's like, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be able to move these by myself. We're going, like, moving this much stuff is going to require like an entire group effort. And more so than just us. And he turns towards you and finally noticing you, Illic, and raises his hand. Oh, good morning,
Citizen.
Yeah, Millie's got her arms crossed. I suppose you're right. I guess we can try and contract some of the local farm people. I mean, they're going to be encouraged to get this sorted too. They have a trade route. They have their own trade routes between here and Wayfarer's Rest. It's probably the best bet. And looks towards you like, what's your group's plan, out of curiosity?
We should move these rocks.
Pragmatist. Excellent. I agree. Well, because we're not going to be able to move forward, because we are not going to be able to move forward without doing that. And I'll tell you what, if you guys can help us convince the townsfolk to move these rocks, we'll just let you ride in the cart to make your way the rest of the way to Wayfarer's Rest. Sound like a deal?
Agreed.
That's not too bad.
Excellent. As you said, as you pipe up Pollex, I assume you have like come around the bend as well.
Yeah. See what all the humping was about.
Yeah. You see the large construct man like still like stretching his back out just like clearly like not having a good day. He's like, why do constructs even feel pain? This is terrible. Yeah, Millie waves to you and calls out good morning to you as well. Well, in the meantime, Charles, you think you can turn this thing around and get us back to town? Yeah, I can do that. Just give me a minute. You see him gingerly make his way to the cart. Millie looks towards the two of you. Let us know when your friend is ready to head off, and then we'll get started.
I will go collect Z.
Excellent.
You just see Z nose in a book.
Z.
Huh, what? Yeah.
It is time to go.
Okay. Snaps the book shut and hops up. Puts the book away. Okay, but where are we going?
We're going back toward the village. We need to recruit some of the local townsfolk to aid us in clearing the path of rocks.
I'm not very good at talking, but I will certainly do my best.
Are any of you good at talking? Oh God.
Illic is.
Oh good. Oh good. Excellent. Oh yeah, you and Pollex are both decent at it. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh no, is this an entirely low charisma party? Oh no, nothing will get done. I've had that happen before. Of just like like a party with no face, and it's like, whoa, no. All right.
They will get up and follow Illic.
Excellent. Yeah. You finish off your spell list for the day. And make your way up and out towards the rest of the group. Millie and the rest of the crew greet you as you approach. And they Millie's like, all right, here, like I said, you guys can ride in the cart, and so you don't have to hoof it all the way back to town. Shouldn't be too long. And you see her go around like the back end of the cart. And on the back end of on like the other side of the cart, there's a door. She's like, come on, and she opens the door outward, and when you look inside, there's a staircase down.
Okay. So we'll just follow along.
She's like, don't worry about it. It's bigger on the inside. And she kind of like ushers the group of you in.
Illic tentatively goes inside.
Yeah, you step up into the cart, and then it's not like a long staircase. It's just like it's like you know like going down like a bulkhead into a basement. It's like that. It's just like a handful of steps.
It's still magic, so Z is fascinated.
Yeah. You guys see you step in into the cart. It's not that much. I mean, it's not like that much bigger. It's more like it's not like a huge like mansion on the inside or anything. But the what you have stepped into is what looks to be like a combination like storage and workroom. You can see Klaus, the orange and yellow kobold, like goggles down, seems to be working on some kind of like alchemical thing in a corner at a desk. You see them take one of the mushrooms that Charles grabbed yesterday, cut it into pieces, very gingerly put it into the concoction that they're making, and it gives a very like black and acrid puff of smoke, and they immediately start coughing and like waving their hand. And Millie just kind of gestures you in. Come on, you guys. Well, it just up that other set of steps is the actual like the shop area of the cart. Just don't touch anything for a variety of reasons. You feel it, and you all feel a jostle, and the cart starts to move. After if there's anything you guys want to like look at or like talk about, you are more than welcome to. If not, we'll just move on.
Z is just gonna idly just kind of scan, not looking for anything in particular, just looking around the surroundings.
Yeah, you see in the workshop area, you see a lot of like half-finished projects. Some of them are like alchemical. Some of them are like rune crafting or like other like magical stuff. A lot of it's like fairly like simple, or like not so much simple so much as like common. A lot of like stuff that like you can kind of like put together like healing potions and stuff, basic enchantments and runes and rune crafting and all that kind of stuff. You're not sure what Klaus is working on, but the mixture that they have made went from like a pleasant like sky blue to a very like acrid, like nearly like sludge thick like black green ichor, and they look very confused as to how such a thing has happened. It's also like a very lived in space. Like there's like what would be like the fantasy equivalent of like food, like food wrappers and stuff around. It's a lived in space. It's a bit messy. Millie has moved into like the more shop area of the cart. After about half the time it would have taken you, so like an hour or so ish. You hear calling from outside. You hear Charles' voice. We're about to be here. You guys can make your way out, and as we head into town.
You want this to get out till the cart is moving?
I was like,
I
he'll
think we're gonna
stop.
park and then get out.
He didn't say that though. He just said make your way out.
We all start rolling out of the cart.
Yeah.
Prepare to disembark.
You guys got to roll. No, you guys, the Charles stops the cart, and you guys are let out at like the entryway into the town. They've parked right next to that sign you saw initially, the big the Evergreen Acres sign. And you can see looking in towards the town. You were here yesterday, but you kind of came in from like the more forested area. From like the front entrance, like main entryway to the town. It's a fairly small like little village. There's maybe like a dozen buildings you can see. And then like off in the distance, you can see like what appears to be a large farmhouse. But what you notice immediately actually is there's a group of there seems to be a large group of people congregating in the center of town, in the center of the village.
We should go toward them after we disembark.
Which you have done.
We should go toward that group of people and see what's going on. There could be crime afoot.
Okay. Sure.
All right. One moment, please. I had to turn Miko up because they were a little quiet on my end. Everything's fine. So yeah, you guys start heading into town, and as you approach, you can hear what sounds like a lot of shouting. Rhedd, you are about to come into the story. We're gonna be prepared in just a moment. As you approach, it's not just a large group of people. The villagers seem to be making a ring around like a central area, kind of like when a fight breaks out. Illic, you can see, being the tallest one here, you can see over the group, and you can see what appears to be a group of 3 rough and tumble individuals who you recognize by the fire symbol patches they wear as members of the same band gang you guys have been dealing with. And you can see they have they seem to be assaulting somebody in the center, although you can't make it out who they are assaulting. Rhedd, it is not you. You're not being assaulted. Don't worry.
I was about to say.
No, don't suck.
No, it's not you. It's not Fox. Rhedd, you arrived briefly before these 3 newcomers. You haven't even actually noticed them yet. But you are one of the members of this like ring of people, kind of like drawn in to see as something has happened. You have been traveling for some amount of time, probably a couple weeks at this point. Looking for your mark, the person whose debt you've been told to collect. The only 2 things that you've had to go on are the name of the person whose debt you were looking to collect, which I sent to you, and the name of the person that you should look to for information as the last person you were aware saw this person. That person's name is Vodon Marybuckle, and you know he's the innkeeper of the Puzzled Pair, which is the tavern in this town. I'll say you're like more towards the internal ring, so you have a better view of these three these three rough looking individuals. A person of your background immediately recognizes these are some like local thugs. These are some local bandits. And they are beating the absolute tar out of a bald dwarven man.
Oh, well, Illic's not going to stand for that.
Well,
Illic is going to push his way through into the circle.
A little
Sure.
close behind.
And tell them to knock it the fuck off.
Yeah. Rhedd, you see a pushing through the throng of people. A large. You're like 7 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
a massive 7 foot tall orc man, in very official looking armor. You see him like push through this throng, and yell knock it the fuck off very loudly.
And at his feet is a very small little gnome, because I'm using his pushing through to get through as well.
Yes. Yeah, right at his heels. What's up, Pollex?
I want to avoid notice, but like keep, like I'm like in the general vicinity of Illic and Z.
Absolutely. Roll me stealth. That's a skill, right? That sounds right.
I believe so. Them.
As far as you're trying to keep to the sides. I'm gonna with all the chaos. I'm gonna give you a pretty significant like circumstance bonus, with how like chaotic it is, because like it would definitely be easier to hide in like this kind of environment. As far as you know, you're like you've like blended into the crowd pretty well, as far as you're aware. But yeah, the main person of the bandits who's got the dwarf like by the scruff of like the collar of their shirt. The guy's like the dwarf is like still like mostly conscious. But he's like bruised and like bloodied. His nose is probably broken. And you now recognize this is the barkeep that you guys spoke to briefly yesterday. And the bandit man is that same man with like the handlebar mustache that was threatening the barkeep yesterday as well. You see him stop, look towards you, Illic, and give like one more like he like rares up one more punch to try and to just get one final like hit in on the dwarf. I'll say that everyone has a moment to act.
I'm gonna stop the punch.
Okay. Can I use this on another person? Does it say what type of spell it is? That's the problem.
What are you looking at?
Shield. It's shield, but it doesn't say you touch yourself or anything like that. Oh no, it says giving you a +1. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. Is there a rock near me?
Yeah. There's. I think that's a reasonable assumption.
Okay. I'm just gonna pick up a rock and when I see an opportunity, use telekinetic projectile.
Absolutely. I assume at like the bandit dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rhedd.
Oh, we're about to. Are we about to engage in combat here?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I think Illic is going to try and punch the bandit that is going to punch the barkeeper.
Sure. I'll say that I'll say this isn't like a proper attack roll for the sake for the sake of this. Actually, wait. There are, it does just give you an unarmed attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say yeah. I'll say you perform an unarmed strike strike action, please.
Okay. 17.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and go ahead and roll your damage, please. Oh my god. Yeah, you like as the guy so like the order of operations for this is the guy like you say knock it the fuck off. He like looks at you, turns back to the door to try and get one more fucking hit in, and you just step forward and just like pummel him right in the side of the head. He fucking falls over. That man is unconscious. Z, go ahead and make your stone attack.
Okay.
We'll say you're going after one of the other guys who are like kicking the guy. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then damage 2d6.
Yeah.
The damage.
It's not enough to like knock the guy out, but you like get him like square in the nose, and and his hands like immediately go like up to his nose, like as you can see like blood coming down. Like very like at the very least you've bloodied this man's nose real bad, and you hear him just go, "Oh,
fucked him up."
Fuck!
It just looks like I threw a rock really hard. That's
what.
what.
Oh, absolutely. So you have one guy unconscious, one guy like kind of like stunned a bit. Not the stunned condition, to clarify. Just like
staggered.
Staggered, yeah.
Staggered.
Rhedd and Pollex, you both have an opportunity to attack if either of you would like to.
Yeah, Redd's all right. Rhedd wouldn't stand for watching an old man getting beat up at the very least. Nah, he's gonna try and get a piece of one of these bandits here.
Yeah. There's one more untouched, and there's the guy that got fucking like domed with the rock.
Oh, he's the untouched one.
The rock is the best.
Touched.
He's getting touched.
Hell yeah. All the touching.
What do you got for me?
All right, I have a punch.
Excellent.
Attack.
Hell yeah.
Let me.
We're knocking dudes the fuck out today.
All right.
Don't like these guys.
No, they're being mean.
And we're
Oh
rolling.
shit!
Ooh. Damn. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
That'll hit.
Ooh, yeah.
You can knock the fuck out.
Oh
Go-
Lord.
Go ahead and hit that damage button for me.
Yeah.
Big damage, please. Absolutely wreck this dude's shit. Yeah.
Illic, you have like just stepped up and knocked this man knocked like the one guy like right the fuck out. You hear you hear like the between like his body and the body of the dwarf like hit the ground at like roughly the same time. You hear and see a stone come out from come up from the ground behind you and just and like absolutely like brain the guy or like just deck the guy in the schnoz next to you, and he's like staggered back holding his now bloodied nose, and then out of nowhere you see a man come up and just like do another big like punch to the third bandit. Rhedd, why don't you describe what your character looks like for the rest of the party?
You see, so much like the avatar you see here, you see the first thing you notice is his hair, bright red twists. The second thing you really notice about him is that apart from the athletic build that you would expect from someone who delivered a punch like that, is that his clothes seem slightly out of place. And they're wet. The jacket with no shirt under it, trousers, and what appear to be boots. He seems completely and utterly focused on the attack, and you don't expect, and he doesn't make eye contact with anyone except for what he's striking. He's in his moment and in his mien. You might hear like a squelch as he is running up to strike. But that's about it. A firm-faced, kind of a brick face. And ultimately unassuming. Just looks like they could be another slightly soggy patron.
Slightly soggy is an excellent description.
I like it.
He's just a soggy little guy.
Your guy must like attract so much like road dust because he's always a little moist.
Oh, that sucks.
The one thing that's really soggy on him consistently is his scarf. Is a scarf that he wears that he'll have wrapped around his neck from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool it gills.
Yeah.
How tall is this character?
He is 5'9".
Okay.
About average height.
On Tinder, he's 6 feet.
Oh, he's that kind of guy.
You gotta round up. No one's gonna notice the difference between 5'9" and 6. Like it's. I don't care about measuring duels.
Absolute goobers.
You never see you never see a bunch of like grown men get like really self-conscious until someone who's actually 6 feet tall says they're only 6 feet tall, and then all the people who claim they're 6 feet tall are like, no, you're like 6'3" or whatever because I'm 6 foot, and it's like no, and then pulls out their driver's license and it says 6 feet, and it's like fuck.
It says 6'1".
Oh my goodness. Anyway. But yeah, Rhedd, you send this guy like staggering to like that man is like dazed and confused, like ultimately still like up but like clinging to consciousness. And very quickly you hear like from the guy who got rock nosed, you hear just let's get the fuck out of here. And him and the and he just starts fucking like running as soon as he can.
Pollex.
And you
Pollex.
Oh, Pollex is in action. Oh, absolutely. You want to punch the which one do you want to dome?
The one that's trying to run away.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Go for it.
Would he count as off guard to me?
Absolutely.
Just close
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
It's 10.
Get like a. You do get a bonus for off guard. I think it's 12, which I think hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's off guard. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Sure.
All right, cool. So I also added
Get that sneak attack.
D6 of precision damage to this. That's funny as hell.
No, that sucks. Oh, it's fine.
That's enough.
That's
I-
more than enough.
You fucking like this man had no idea you were coming.
You're about to get the 3 thumbs, bitch.
3 thumbs, 3
I like-
fists.
I just miss with, like the actual fist and hit with like the 2 other arms.
It's too tiny.
And that's-
One damage per other arm.
It's great.
Yeah, you fucking knock this man's lights out. And you see the last guy who like stagger into the crowd.
Oh, I can do something because is he technically at 0 hit points?
The guy who's like staggering is like at 1 or is at 1 basically.
Oh, I meant the guy I just punched.
Yeah, he's unconscious because the punches are non-lethal unless you're special. Cough, cough, Rhedd, cough, cough.
Because I have this. I don't know if I could do it.
Oh no.
What is this?
Wait, I don't understand what I did.
Oh, no, you're a monk, so your punches can be non-lethal or can be lethal.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna hurt nobody. I am just a little
No.
guy.
You're just a little guy. After downing a foe, you menace another, attempt to demoralize a creature within 60. Yeah, fucking go for it.
Do it.
How does demoralize
Okay,
work?
it's an intimidation check.
Excellent. Go for it.
All right, cool. So Pollex looks up at the last guy, and it's his like deep voice just being like, "It's not gonna end well for you."
Holy shit.
Yeah.
yo.
He's shitting himself.
Yeah, you see some like droplets on the ground. As it looks like this guy's fucking like pissing himself in fear, and he staggers into the crowd and just fucking books it.
Shit.
Great.
You guys can go after him if
Which
he
one?
wants.
Which one ran
I
away?
kind of use I have a funny cantrip to use.
Sure.
It's called timber.
Are you gonna drop a tree on this man?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Basically, yeah.
What the? Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold the fucking phone. These men are gonna. You create a small dead tree in your. It just makes a tree.
And it falls
What?
over.
It's the spell.
You do the villager thing from Smash.
Oh my god.
Exactly, that's exactly what that is.
You create a small dead tree in your space that falls over on anyone in its path, then immediately decomposes. What is this cantrip? Oh, fuck
So,
it.
I'm gonna try to run a little bit to catch up, to get a bit closer, trying not to hit people that are innocent, and just plant a tree.
Yeah, you
Go for
like
the tree.
you like dash forward. I assume call out like out of the way or something.
Yeah.
And you see the crowd part like Moses parting the Red Sea with a Beyblade. And all of a sudden, like you stop, and a tree just emerges from the ground and then just falls on this guy.
I mean, he can make a reflex thing.
I'm gonna roll this with a physical die. I just think it'll be more dramatic that way. He's gonna get like a -2 on this because he's not even looking. He's fucking. There's like no way this man succeeds. Where are my
Just like I
dice?
yelled out timber.
Yeah,
Timber.
I'm yelling timber.
You better.
He also has a -1 to all checks and DCs.
This is demoralized.
Demoralized.
Because he kickens the brain.
Sucks.
I'm gonna use my D20 from like my first D&D set that I still have.
But
Yeah.
That is a 15.
I have a 17 DC.
-1 from demoralize. So 14. So the other two people are like unconscious. This man is dead.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was 7 points. Oops. Oops.
So you please refrain from fragging. Don't frag
Yeah.
the fucking fugitives.
Yeah. So like, oh my God, it's a 15-foot line.
Jesus.
That's a fucking tall ass That's a tall ass tree. Jesus. Well, not. You know what I mean. It's a wild fucking cantrip, bestie.
That's why I
Holding
Holy
was
that constantly.
What kind of Looney Tunes cartoon cantrip is this?
I fucking love Pathfinder.
Are they druid? I don't know they were.
Holy
good
shit.
at
It's funny. It's great. I love that spell. It's my favorite spell now. Okay, so we have two
so yeah,
unconscious dudes.
You got two unconscious dude. That man, that other guy is dead.
maybe a little bit.
And you can there's a moment of like pause amongst the crowd of people. And then not cheering, murmuring amongst the townsfolk. Concerned murmuring. From what you can hear, it's a lot of similar things to what the innkeeper said yesterday. Like they're just like, what are we going to do now? They're just gonna send more people. Oh my God, they just killed one of them.
Okay. I think Illic should check on the dwarven man.
Sure. What's up, Miko?
He's gonna go.
We need
He's
to
gonna go prod the one that they killed.
We need to administer aid.
Yeah. So you prod the guy. There is no response.
Uh-oh.
And they just start plundering their.
Sure.
But you can go ahead with what Illic is doing.
Yep. But yeah, Illic, you're administering aid to the.
We need to get him on his feet and check him if he's okay and call for an apothecary.
Yeah, he's looked better. He's like breathing through his mouth. One of his eyes won't open, but he's alive.
Illic is going to call for an apothecary.
After a moment, you see Klaus run over with what looks to be like some kind of like healer's kit or something, and they're like, "I'm the best you got. Sorry." Rhedd, you see this like this orange and red kobold wearing like big thick like you know like the kind of goggles that have like multiple like rings to like zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
They're wearing like a pair of those on their forehead. You see them like carrying like what appear like a doctor's suitcase kind of thing, and they're dressed like an alchemist. They've got like a leather apron on that has a bunch of stuff. You also see that they are absolutely covered in some kind of black soot. You see them kind of like rush over and start attempting to tend to the dwarven man.
This would confuse Rhedd because coming from where he's from, or coming from the city that he's from, he probably would have expected them to be some sort of, especially with the outfit and the soot, to either be someone working in a manufactory, something with industry, maybe a metallurgist, but not an apothecary, not an alchemist. That wouldn't be the first thing to come to mind for him. But you wouldn't have to convince him.
Yeah.
All he'd have to do is just say, "Hey, it's okay. I can patch people up," and he'd be like, "Oh, okay, all right, cool."
Yeah, they're not really paying attention to anyone but the dwarf at the moment. You all hear a voice kind of like call out over the thrall or the throng of people in a gentle like somewhat southern drawl, like, "All right, that's enough. Everyone head back to where you're supposed to be. Give him some room. We'll get this sorted." And slowly the throng of people start to dissipate. And eventually standing still around you guys is a young halfling man, wearing a pair of like tan dirt and grass stained overalls, and like a work shirt, and no shoes. They're suntanned, but they're kind of smiling at the group of you. They're probably in like the equivalent of like early 20s for halfling age. So like a young man. But they're looking at y'all nervous, but they're smiling. Mighty impressive what y'all did there. It's nice someone's finally standing up to these guys. They've been causing a lot of trouble for us. And as he says that, you hear the dwarven man start coughing, and like, and you hear Klaus go, "He's up." And the dwarven man sits up. Ow.
Are you well?
He kind of, without looking at you, like, he's like, "Do I fucking look well?"
No, you
No,
look like
You're
you're
breathing.
breathing, pal.
Yeah.
look pretty rough.
get off me. And he kind of like not like fully like full force shoves Klaus, but like it was like, get off me. Just kind of like it was like nudges him off of him and starts to like get up very gingerly. The halfling man, thanks for oh fuck, 1 second. Thanks for helping voting out. I that was mighty kind of y'all.
No thanks, necessary citizen. Just doing my job.
You and the dwarven man voted. Wouldn't have needed help if you hadn't messed with them in the first place.
How long have this group been terrorizing your town for?
The halfling perhaps a few months now. 7 or 8.
Do you know where they're coming from?
No. Not I.
Illic is going to turn around to the 2 unconscious guys and I'm like, I think they might.
I probably will. I think some introductions are proper introductions are in order. My name's Beaudry Evergreen. Friends call me Bo. You are more than welcome to do so as well. My father, my pa, he owns the farm, the orchard. This is our family owns the I mean, technically at the village, but you've clearly already met Voden Mary Buckle, the bloody dwarf pass up. Pleasure. And then starts coughing again.
Somehow I feel it's not a pleasure.
It's not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's okay.
The a pair of younger dwarven women one of whom you recognize as the server from the tavern you guys were in yesterday, run out and run up and see their father, and start taking him back towards the tavern. If no one stops them, they kind of are just ignoring all of you.
I think it's best to leave them be.
Yeah, they're taking him to the next higher level of care. I'm not going to interfere with that.
Yep. Beaudry looks to the group of you. Well, regardless of what the rest of the village folk might say, I think in the grand scheme of things, it's probably a good thing y'all came along. Hopefully.
Bashir just kind of lands next to Z.
Oh,
I don't.
You guys are something else. Do you say out loud that you don't believe him?
Oh no, I should have initiated out of character.
Mhm.
I don't believe them. We don't know. They don't know where these bandits are coming from, but they run the town. But their family basically runs this town. And then the dad said. And then the dad said, "Never should have messed with them." Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, maybe they could have had meetings at a neutral zone or just came to their town, but no tracks, nothing like that. Like, I'm only saying this because out of character because my character is tracking down a deadbeat who owes a serious debt to the family.
Yep.
So that's where his mind is going.
Understandable. Well, at the very
Find
least,
anything on the dead body? Sorry.
yeah, you found I'll say that you found like a dagger,
Mhm.
six copper pieces, and like the clothes on his back. He wasn't like didn't have like a lot on him.
Yeah.
Assorted.
Is this? Oh, go ahead. I did.
No.
If you're done.
I was gonna say like assorted. Like imagine like the kind of stuff that you would find in a person's pocket. Like so, like there's like some junk, but like nothing that like screams this is important.
Okay.
Like a candy
So
wrapper.
the dagger just looks like a plain dagger.
It's just a plain dagger.
Okay. He's gonna see the daughter and try to catch her and hand the dagger and the copper to her.
Yeah, she one of them accept it, but they're not paying much attention to you, understandably.
Yeah, Z doesn't care. They that's what they felt was right, so that's what they did, and now they're gonna run back to the group.
Yeah.
The two knocked out bandits like armed.
They're not similarly they've got like you see that like they've got daggers like strapped to their waist, but they're not like fully armed in the same way that like the ones that you guys have been fighting out in the forest have been.
These are thugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's still take them.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be some easy work.
Can we I need to talk to Bo. Does this town have a brig?
No. It's technically it's a village. It's the only places we have are the farmhouse, the tavern, some houses, and the grocer, the blacksmith, which is one building. We're a small community. It's mostly just the farm and the farm workers.
We need to have a place to put these two.
You can take him. We can take him and put him and shove him in the barn.
I think that'll be a nice place. I like to ask them some questions.
I don't blame you. What's up, Pollex?
We try to tie him up.
Yeah, we got
Sure.
a real quick time up.
Yeah, they're unconscious. You tie him up fine. Beaudry looks at the last guy. Is that guy? Is he dead?
Yep.
Unfortunately, yes.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a traumatic experience, I'm sure.
I will clean up the body.
Can we bury it on the farm?
You know what? You do with that what you want.
Oh, I was just gonna throw it in a river, but yeah, we can do that.
We
I
can
don't
find
understand.
I was gonna throw it in the middle of a field somewhere, and the vultures could have at it.
Well, You do what you think is best with that. Anyways, here, let's I'll show you I'll show you to the way to the barn. Well, how about we go from there?
Very well, citizen. Can Illic pick up a body?
Sure.
Can you carry 2 bodies?
You can probably carry 2 bodies. You're big. You're like 7 feet tall.
I do that.
Yeah, you can just kind of just like fire. You just like put the 2 unconscious people like over your shoulder, and you're just like, this is fine. Over your shoulders.
It's fine. They're light and small.
And then there's the corpse.
I pick up the bodies and can I turn to Rhedd? And thank you for your assist.
Don't thank me. They were beating up an old guy, and you don't beat up the bartender. I should probably introduce myself. No harm. Yeah, Rhedd. Redd's my name. Hey, have you seen Nah, you probably wouldn't have. Never mind.
Illic
Out
Bright.
of character, Rhedd gives the description of the person that he's looking for. That's what he's asking.
I will you at Redd's description does not sound like anything any of you have seen. I will
If I had seen them, probably wouldn't remember. So
Sorry, citizen. I don't know.
I'm not from here.
Oh. From where are you from, then? If I may ask.
Gazra. It's just you kept saying citizen, and I figured, thinks I'm from here.
Citizen, civilian. I should properly introduce myself. Defender Illic Bright of the Emodian Justice Laws.
What do you defend?
The city of Bastion.
Long way from Bastion.
Yeah, to interject briefly, Illic, when Rhedd says he's from Gazra, that name you do recognize that name specifically you would, from your time in Volvat, Gazra is an underwater city.
Oh.
That is part of the jewel, the jewel. It is a technological marvel of a city.
It's
and
near Volvat, then.
It is underwater in the ocean, in an ocean that borders that borders the jewel autonomy.
Okay.
In order to get there, you need to take a boat and then take an elevator underwater.
I don't think Illic would have gone under there himself.
It's very unlikely. Very few people actually go in or out of the city. But it was from your time in Valhalla, you would know that it is often that like it's been around for about like 100 years, and it is often called the undersea jewel.
So I would know that.
You would know that.
Oh, Gazra. Yeah, I've spent some time in Volvat. I've never been to Gazra myself, but heard lots about it.
And Rhedd, you're familiar. It's unlikely you've been to Bastion, but you're at least familiar with the holy city. And you would know that the Iomedean Justicars are Iomedean. or Aomedean, either one. It's fine. It's a tough word. It's a tough word. You know that the Aomedean Justicars are one of the two like guard forces that that patrol and operate in Bastion. Because the two like city guard factions worship different or not worship different deities, are like descendant of two of the different churches, one of which is the Church of Aomede. And your background would dictate that you would at the very least know that.
So he's gonna So he's not gonna be too. All right. So ultimately, Redd's not gonna. Of course, Rhedd wouldn't be too impressed that you're a law person, but he's not gonna recognize him as any kind of legal authority that he would have to worry about when he gets back home. Yeah.
You are not in Bastion.
Nope.
Yep.
And neither is Gazra.
But I maintain my. He maintains his previous statement of you're a long way from home.
Yep. Which is true.
I am. Well, I'm gonna go throw these two in the barn and have a word with them.
Who is taking the corpse and where are they taking them?
I could take the corpse. I can
Sure.
try at least.
You're fine.
And then I'm also going to introduce myself to Rhedd. And I'm gonna be like, well, hello, Rhedd. My name's Pollex, the three-thumbed. And you see this hand go out for a handshake, and then two other little hands on the same arm, on little arms connected to my main one, pop out in the same like position for a handshake.
Rhedd goes to shake your hand. He looks down at it and says, that must be the strong hand.
I move the sleeve of my other one and go, the other one's the sharp one. And there's like a mouth on the end of this like where a hand would be and it's a wrist is a mouth with like jagged teeth.
Huh. You some kind of... No, you couldn't be. No, you couldn't be. I'm pretty sure you got...
Well, I am a flesh warp, if that's what you're trying. I don't know if that's what you're going for.
Cucumber. You just hear him mutter the words cucumber. he means sea cucumber, but cucumber.
Yep.
Excellent. Well done.
I don't believe I am that type of produce, but yeah.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, not from my part of town. I'll explain later. In the meantime, I just gotta find out what's going on with these bandits.
Is he...
Hold on one Dre first, then Miko. What's up, Dre?
I was gonna say, if you want to find, if you're trying to figure out what's going on with the bandits, I guess that's kind of what we're doing. If you want to grab this guy's legs, so I'm holding like the upper part of the body.
I love Pollex so much.
The dead guy. Oh, you want me to get his other half?
Yeah, if you want to grab his legs, we can talk about it.
Rhedd and Pollex are gonna be best friends. I can already tell. It's so great.
It's gonna be great.
This is a blossoming friendship. I can already see it.
All right, and now Miko.
Miko watches the two of them. Miko, yes, myself. Z watches the two of them turn to walk away as they run up to introduce themselves, and they're just like, they're busy, and walks off.
Excellent.
They're busy.
They're busy.
I'll introduce myself later.
That's
Yeah,
that's
basically.
incredible.
Because he's just like, I don't know my name anyway, so I'm just gonna follow Illic.
Mm.
I just grab the disembodied leg, ankle, thigh, ass, cheek, second half, and just drag it behind me.
They are in one piece.
Yeah.
So you're like Pollex has like the arms and you've got the legs and you're like carrying him like a table.
Is his mouth arm like chewing on the hand of the one?
Oh no, I imagine it that like I'm holding him this like man by the neck, and then the other two hands are like down his like chest, holding his like clothes.
I was thinking like primary arm like one shoulder and like mouth hand is like just biting into the other shoulder to help carry, but I like your description better.
I don't want to eat him. That's weird.
It is
It's
weird.
It's cannibalism. It's wrong. Illic will get mad at you for cannibalism.
All right,
frowned
Mark's off. Cannibalism is off the table. Got it.
No more
Damn it.
cannibalism jokes. That's against statute 327.
All right. Beaudry directs you and leads you to the barn. And there's like there's a section in the back where there's a bunch of barrels and like a door. But Bo's like, there's some pegs over there you can tie him up to. Every now and then he looks over at the corpse that Rhedd and Pollex are carrying. It's like clearly being uncomfortable.
So do you like have a shovel?
Yeah, we could you please not bury him in the on the farm? That's
Oh, no, definitely not. No.
we can lend you a shovel, yeah. Listen. I'd love to offer you some kind of reward. I don't exactly have the authority to do so. I can introduce you to my pa. At the very least, I can get you something to eat. At the moment, and I've been trying to get some people to help with our bandit problem for quite a while. But no, the fish haven't been biting, so to speak.
Then turn him into chum.
Well, you know, when you put it that way, I don't understand what you mean.
He took you character. Rhedd took them literally. The fish weren't biting. And he's still like he's carrying the guy, and he's looking at Dre's hand, or Pollex's hand, and thinking, yeah, well, yeah, chum. That's how you get fish.
Amazing.
Illic is going to do not worry, Mr. Evergreen. We will take care of your bandit problem.
Oh, Bo's fine. Mr. Evergreen's my dad.
Oh, well. I swear on her wall's iron that I will solve this problem.
That does mean a lot.
Around you, what? Whose walls? What?
Her wall's iron. Bastion, the city of Bastion, her wall's iron.
I don't
That's
understand.
that's the full name of the city.
Yeah,
Oh.
tall walls.
That is the full name of the city, correct? I did read that.
Okay.
Yeah, Bastion,
Yeah.
her wall's iron.
Yeah, the holy city of Bastion, her walls iron. You were correct. I think Z. I
So,
think it's Z specifically. Is Z the character is confused?
Yeah, that was Z, the character, being confused. Like they don't
It's-
understand the name or why you're swearing to this walls or whatever. So they're just gonna be like, and move on.
Whatever you say, bestie.
Yeah, basically.
so
Okay, RoboCop.
What?
So I think me and Rhedd should go find some sort of brush off the property and just make a hidey hole for this guy.
Yeah, if you want to do that, it'll take you like 20 minutes. It's easy enough.
All right, cool.
What's up? I thought I saw Fox say something. I thought him light up for a second.
Oh no, we're gonna need a hatch. We're gonna need to chop this guy up.
Oh my god!
Well, I think
This is
for
getting
now,
more morbid as we go.
I think for now, we just
Can we borrow
do a
your
little
axe?
do a little shallow thing and then just cover him up.
1 second thought, do you just have a wood chipper?
I couldn't know.
You have an
God damn it.
Just keep asking for more and more equipment.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys deal with the body.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
The body has been dealt with.
Yeah. As you guys return, in the meantime, Illic and Z have made sure, or at the very least, Illic has made sure that like the two unconscious dudes are properly like tied up and secured, amongst barrels of you don't know what.
Good, Illic's gonna wait until they wake up.
And we'll say that the rest of the group gets back as they the first one to awaken is the one with the handlebar mustache. Oh motherfucker, my head hurts.
Hello, lawbreaker.
You see his eyes are unfocused, but eventually like you can eventually like he looks up and you see his like eyes go from like unfocused to like able to like process what he's looking at. Oh, you.
Yes.
And he like tries to get up but is unable to. You think you're a big tough guy, don't you?
He knocked you out.
I think I'm the law.
Hey,
And you're going to answer some questions.
And he is pretty big.
Yeah, I know he is literally big. You know, shut up.
See, please let me handle this.
Just saying. Stands off to the side.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to answer them truthfully.
Well, I might.
Where is your group based?
Your mom's house.
Oh,
yeah, see,
that's
we gotta
not very
start with
nice.
the teeth. We gotta start with the teeth. You don't have any jurisdiction out here. We gotta start with the teeth. Come on. Some pliers. Any pliers?
You could find a pair of pliers.
Illic is going to look over at Rhedd. And that is not how we do things in the Justice Cause.
Yeah, but do you have any jurisdiction out here? Really, this guy's not gonna listen to you. If the guy respected the law, he wouldn't have been beating up an old man in his
That's
inn.
true.
I mean, come on. I mean, and I'm happy for you. I respect the law, or people who enforce it.
Exit out.
Honestly, I do. But come on, kind of got to go a
Look.
little outside the law here.
You can either tell me what I want to know, or you're going to end up like your friend in the field.
I can make another tree. Wait, you weren't unconscious.
He was unconscious. Like, what the fuck? He's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Goes quiet again.
Chum.
Yeah, can I try and intimidate him with that?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I need my proficiencies. Intimidation. Go. Fuck.
What are you doing to try and intimidate him?
I'm gonna threaten him. It's just a threat.
Oh. I don't think you're gonna do anything to me. You're a big scary lawman, and I'm just tied up here. What are you gonna do?
Z.
I know your type.
Can I grab something and do a telekinetic projectile?
I can
Sure.
intimidate too if you need.
We'll see how
Yeah, I want to see what Rhedd can do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he goes to make his attempt.
Sure. What you got for me? What are you doing to him?
All right, I am also going to run an intimidation check here. I'm gonna roll for it before I go run in my mouth. Okay.
That's better.
Excellent.
All right, so here's how this is gonna work out. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're aware of the fact that my very large friend over here has no jurisdiction out here. I kind of spilled the beans on that one. On the other hand, you're not aware of the fact that your buddy over there, past tense buddy, is now chum. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it for you. He's chum right now. He's getting eaten up by guppies in the river.
Holy shit!
You can share his fate. Or you can tell us, one, where you came from. And in addition to that, as a bonus, you can also tell us, and he gives the description of the deadbeat that he's been chasing. And if he's seen him.
I don't know who that is. I'll get you a description. I'll get you like a proper description of this guy soon, I promise.
Oh, you good.
He's like, I have no idea who that is. You see is kind of like as you talk to him and like mention how like one of the guys that he's with are like paced now. Like you see like the like his, you see like sweat start to like kind of like blot his face. He's looking more uncomfortable. And then like in the middle of where's the rebel base, you're just like, also where the fuck is this guy? And he's like, what? It's like, who?
It's worth a shot.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, don't it? Don't it? Don't matter? Just tell us where you're from, pal. Tell us where you came from.
Fine. You want to know where I came from?
I'm gonna find out either way. Better make it easy for yourself.
Sure. I was born in Kistheim. That's what you want to know, right?
Well,
You wanted to know where I'm from?
I'm feeling generous, so I promise you, if I don't get the answers, I'll make sure that your remains are sent in a jar to Kistheim.
Holy shit.
Where are you based?
Ooh, I can help with this. I just can snap my fingers as if I'm gonna do a spell and my hands start to smolder.
Ooh.
I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna say roll me another intimidation and add a circumstantial +2 to it because of because of Z doing like magic shit.
Oh wait, me roll or Illic roll?
You read because you're talking.
Okay.
Says put grenades in the jar.
Big money, no
Fire.
whammy. Big money, no
Jesus.
whammy. Oh Jesus!
Yes.
With an
This guy
additional
better-
+2 is 19.
This guy better start
Oh
talking.
yeah.
very good at- you're very
we
good at
shouldn't
this,
have done that. He's gonna escape because the amount of shit that's gonna be flying out of his ass is gonna propel him.
Yeah, he starts to look more pale. And just like you see him do a very big like gulp, and like is like like looking like between you, and every now and then like you see his eyes dart over to Z.
Fire.
There's a cliff face, cliff range, not that far from here. We've got a hideout set up in there.
See, that wasn't hard. Of course, I'm pretty sure that your gang wouldn't appreciate you selling them out like that. All right, look, if you want to kill the guy, you can. You'd be doing him a favor.
Wait,
Let me see if I can find a jar.
wait, stop, hold on, what?
I mean, they don't have a jail in this place.
Yeah, see?
Where are we gonna keep them?
It's logistics.
You see the guy start to like panic.
Can I pull Rhedd off? I think that's enough.
Oh yeah, I'm done. I found out. No, I'm good. I found out what I wanted to find out.
I think what Illic will do is he'll go talk to Millie and see if we can put them in her cart. Unconscious again, of course.
You're just gonna fucking just knock this man out again.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we'll bring them to. I'm assuming that the trade hub we're going to has some type of guard or authority there that can take them.
They probably would. Sure. You want to go find Millie?
Yes.
Um.
I'm going to leave Z here to watch them because I think
Okay.
they're sufficiently intimidated by Z
Okay.
by the smoldering hands of the wizard. I
Excellent.
don't think they're gonna try anything. If they
Um,
try anything, just drop a tray on them.
Okay.
I feel like you should just form like a tree in front of this guy, and if he tries it, they just drop it on him like immediately.
Oh, they're unconscious right now anyway, so.
The
Z
one
will-
is
Yeah, we
awake.
could just let's knock him out first.
I mean, they can stay awake. Z will just talk to them.
Nah, that sounds funnier.
Aw.
Let's do that.
so the guy's awake.
No, seriously though, yeah, Illic is just gonna like thank you for your cooperation, and then whack him with his bludgeon.
You just bonk him on the head, and he's like,
Yeah,
and you see his head just like loll to the side. Sure.
Thank you for
If you want
assistance,
to go
Mr.,
find. You didn't get his name.
I did. I didn't get his name. Sandraven.
Oh, Rhedd. Yeah.
Yeah, I did get I did get his last name, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I thought you were
Yes,
talking. I thought you were talking to the bandit.
No, I don't give a fuck what his name is. He could be bandit number 3 for all I give a fuck.
He's actually bandit number 1. No.
I don't give a shit what he is.
Yeah, number 1.
He's gonna be in prison. No one's gonna care.
I go to the
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sandraven.
Huh? Oh,
You
yeah,
thank you
anytime.
for your assistance.
No,
You're very
yeah.
good at that.
You know, all it takes is just a delicate touch or something. Yeah.
You have a way with words that none of the Justice Saws seem to have.
I guess I'm good with my mouth. Don't. Don't.
I wasn't.
Mhm.
God damn it.
Pollex is
no,
chuckling out in the corner.
We should
What'd you say, Dre?
Can
I said Pollex is definitely chuckling in the corner after hearing that.
This is not Z, this is me.
Illic will maintain his stoic expression, but he is definitely chuckling on the inside.
Z is confused. Players is dying.
Yep.
I am going to appoint Z and maybe Rhedd if he wants to watch these two while I go find Millie.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Very well. I will return momentarily.
You don't have to go too far. As you're heading back in the direction of the village, the village away from the farm, you actually see Millie speaking with Beaudry in the center of town.
Did I ever get Millie's last name when she introduced herself?
Her name is Miliana Goldheart.
Millie. I will call out to Miss Goldheart.
Ooh, Miss Goldheart. I like that.
I have a request.
Oh yeah.
It might be a bit unorthodox. We have captured 2 bandits. We were wondering if we may house them within your cart. And then when we make it to what is remind me what the name of the place
The Wayfarer's Rest.
I'm gonna write that down.
White
When we
wow.
arrive at my words hurt my face. When we arrive at Wayfarer's Rest, we will disembark them and hand them over to the proper authorities.
We can definitely transport them. I don't know if we have a place to keep them necessarily. It's probably not the best idea to keep a group of bandits in a cart that has a bunch of potentially explosive devices that they might find and get their hands on and cause a ruckus.
Well, they're unconscious and tied up,
You're not there.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
have
fine.
an idea. We could just strap them to the top of your cart.
Forgot.
That would be bad for business.
Oh, you're right. That doesn't seem wholly professional either.
Listen,
Illic does not give such a erroneous idea.
I
assure you, ma'am, they will be under lock and key, and I will not let them out of my sight.
I appreciate that. Maybe once the rocks are cleared, at which point Beaudry pipes in, which we were actually just discussing. The townsfolk would probably be able to help clear the road, or at least they'd be more likely to if we weren't dealing with this trying to deal with this bandit problem.
I see.
Especially since it's very likely once these 3 don't come back. This was a second warning. They're probably not going to give us another warning. Judging by what they've said in the past, they might just attempt a full takeover of the town.
Well, we have discovered where they're coming from.
Well, that's a mighty good advantage. There's a lot of them.
This is true.
You know, in the storybooks my mom used to read me as a child, it was all the stories of knights and sieges and stuff like that. It's usually easier to defend an area than it is to assault an area.
My thoughts exactly. Then we know where they're coming from, so now we set up defenses and wait for them to come to us. I was actually going to ask you if the townsfolk are willing to defend themselves.
Evergreen Acres folk are they're not violent by nature, but when push comes to shove, they're farmers. They're strong-willed people. Maybe they just need a. Maybe they just
at the same time, putting innocent lives at risk is not good.
Our lives are already at risk, my friend.
If they want to fight, I won't stop them.
We might. That being said, maybe we could find some help, some additional help. Preferably stuff that won't cost us none, because our funds are kind of been stifled.
Illic will ponder to himself and wonder if Miss Sisselwood would be able to assist us. The hedge witch.
Oh, the witch. She has always been mighty kind. She's kind of been a bit of a medicine person around here. Might be worth asking. Tell you what, if y'all could knowing the villages here, they're not gonna. They're tough when push comes to shove, but they're probably not gonna be down a tussle unless there was a chance they see a chance of us winning. If you can find us some additional help, I can talk to the blacksmith. He usually just hammers nails, but I mean spearheads are just pointy bits of metal on the end of sticks. Maybe we can wrangle something up. Pitchforks are just tridents, right?
Miss Goldhall, you said you had some explosives.
That we do. And Millie looks towards Beaudry. My choice little caravan would be happy to add to this arrangement in exchange for your villagers helping to clear the way towards Wayfarer's Rest. I mean that would help both of us out. As an exchange.
I have to go to the bathroom.
All right. I actually need to what a strange thing to say, Illic. No, we're gonna do a quick bathroom break here. Because I also need to go to the bathroom. We'll refill our water. All right, excellent. We'll meet back soon. Bathroom break, everyone. And we are back.
Excellent.
We are all refreshmented up. Bladder's empty, ready to go. So I believe we were still in a conversation with Illic, Millie, and Beaudry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What part of the conversation? Millie was basically just like, yeah, we can help you if we it's like we can help you guys if you guys help us clear the road. And Beaudry's like, Yeah, listen, if the bandits get dealt with, we'll have that road clear lickety split. It'll be done so fast. My southern accent is terrible.
Put a
My-
little twang in it.
a little twang in it. My fucking Boston born voice is fucking fuck it. Beaudry talks like a Southie now. He's like, dude, you fucking wicked smart. You gotta fucking go around the corner and you gotta park the fucking car. I'm Beaudry.
Beaudry
So you go down Main, right?
You go down fucking Main. The fucks are very important. You go down Main, you bang a Yui. And remember, you can't fucking park your car in Harvard Yard. That's not a fucking thing. Anyway.
I need Southie Beaudry.
In campaign I play with Dre, actually, where Dre's the DM. I used to play a tiefling artificer in 5th edition. Her name was Ingenuity, and she talked with a very thick Boston accent, and it was very funny. So like her first, if I remember correctly, her first words to the party were like showing up in her fucking pseudo Iron Man suit and just being like, "Yo, what's up?" Like the fucking scout from TF2.
But you got to be careful with that, right? Because you got to remember where I'm from, and where my family is from, and we're gonna hear that, and I'm gonna hear that Boston accent, and the rage is gonna come out, and the Queens is gonna come out.
Oh no!
It's gonna show up in Rhedd. He's like, yeah, well, you know, I mean, you piece of shit, but go ahead.
That's so fucking funny. Anyway, Pathfinder.
Yes.
So yeah, Beaudry, yeah, it's like, yeah, that it's like, the bandits are clear. We'll get that. We'll get the road clear lickety split. We're ready. We'll be ready to go. So yeah,
Very well.
All
We need
right.
to do something about the other bandits, though.
well, I wouldn't be surprised if the bandits came back tomorrow full force. So we're gonna need to figure to I'm gonna mosey on down to the blacksmith, see if excuse me, Beaudry would say this person's name. One moment, please. I'm gonna mosey on down to Jade and see if he can get the farmhand sorted. If your group want to figure out some more help, that'd be greatly appreciated.
You
mentioned talking to Rose. I remember.
Talk to Rose. Yeah. Trying to think of something else, but I think that's about the only help we can get, like, clear out here.
It's something.
Because I don't think like there's like any like major cities nearby where to call for like actual like guard backup. That's probably out of the question.
Probably out of the question, especially by tomorrow. Well, there's a lot of stuff around the forest. Rose will probably have some kind of idea. At the very least. All right. I got places to be. It sounds like we all do.
Illic will return to the group.
All right.
Y'all left Z, the bandits with Z and Rhedd, right?
Yep.
I assume Pollex is there as well.
Paul. Yeah,
I
Paul.
wasn't sure.
Where is Pollex? Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, where's Pollex?
I was in the bar because I was
Okay.
with Rhedd.
Excellent. So yeah, you guys are back in the barn. After like 15 or so minutes, Illic comes back.
So just for fun,
Mhm.
I have
Yep.
I have chalk.
Yep.
Z has been drawing on the bandits.
Excellent. What are you drawing?
One of them has a penis on their face.
Okay.
Excellent.
The other one has whiskers and stuff on their face now. But Z was bored, so they just started drawing on the bandits.
Excellent.
Wow, yours look like ours.
Illic walks in and sees this. His face remains stoic. He stares at your drawings for a moment before looking back at the group.
I will break you one day.
We'll break you one day. The day where Illic just breaks character and just starts laughing is going to be the fucking the best day.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
We have decided to try and defend the village. We need to go speak to Miss Sisselwood again. The witch.
Yeah.
Remember the witch from 2 sessions ago?
It was actually last session.
That too.
In a couple weeks.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think it'd be good
Yeah.
to
Seriously though, we need to go speak to her. She may be able to aid us in defense of the village. The bandits will be here tomorrow, more than likely.
Yeah, let's start preparing fast.
We need to figure out what to do with these two.
I mean, we can keep them locked up here.
With how you have them tied up, it is unlikely that they are getting out. I will say that.
Fine.
You can make
We will
them
leave
work
them
off
here.
their debt. There you go. Yeah, something like that.
Because they're I assume there's like some sort of like road throughout the town or village.
It's a dirt road, mostly like cart tracks, but yeah, like
So
footpaths and cart tracks.
Which one
Uh-huh.
would be the closest to the place where the like bandits are? Because it was like a mountain face, right?
He said there was a cliff face. And you're not super familiar with.
Excuse me.
Specifically, all that was said there's like a cave in a cliff face not too far from here. You're not familiar enough with the general. I would say you're not familiar enough with the general area to know exactly where it is based off of that. But the in the more like northeastern part of this region is part of this like general geographic area is there's some hills, so probably over in like the northeastern area or northeastern direction. But like you don't know exactly where it is.
Could I possibly ask around about it?
Sure. Is there
well,
a skill associated
Paula,
with that?
Can we go see the witch while Pollex does that?
Sure. Who wants to go to see the witch?
I do.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
All right. So everyone but Pollex. We will let me where's the fucking icon? Thank you. Maybe let's try diplomacy.
Right.
Diplomacy sounds correct.
For like, yeah, for like gathering information. I miss when gather information was a skill. Damn. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at Illic. Fuck. I thought you had a higher. I was looking at Illic's character sheet. I feel bad now. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah. So as you begin to ask around, most of the people are fairly preoccupied. It seems that Baudry has started trying to like rally the people to like defend themselves, and that's what most of the people are doing. Other than like getting confirmation like that there is indeed like some more like rocky cliff face areas like in the northeast. There's not much, unfortunately, you're able to glean at least at this time. Let's move to the rest of you. The Illic and Z remember that there is a pathway leading from the town towards the witch's hut. And you start heading in that direction. I'll move you guys over to the map. It is a nice, pleasant day, and it's a pleasant walk. As you approach the approach the hut, you can actually see Rose in her garden again, tending to some things. For Rhedd, Rose is an older human woman, probably in her like 50s or like late 50s, early to mid 60s. Salt and pepper hair, wearing like a very simple like brown not really dyed dress with an apron over it. Dirt stains around like the knee area where she kneels down to tend her garden. Very and like a very like signature like witch's hat. Oh, one moment. It's so raid messages are so loud. Welcome in raiders. My name is Sarah. We're playing our third session of our Pathfinder campaign of Rust and Gold. Thank you for coming in, Nightmare. Love and appreciate you. We are going to get back to the session though. Welcome in raiders. I hope you had a lovely stream. I'll get you a shout out real quick. And we'll head back into the session. As you folks approach, Rose looks up and waves over at you. Welcome back. Oh, it appears you've brought a new friend. She looks towards you, Rhedd.
Afternoon, ma'am. That's all he says.
Oh, hold on, that's so, god damn it, so loud. Yeah. Likewise. My name is Rose. Rose Thistlewood. I am a local hedge witch. And she looks back towards Illic and Z. I assume there must be a pressing reason for you to be back so soon.
Yes, Miss Thistlewood, indeed there is. It would seem the village not far from here. I'm assuming you're familiar with Greenwood.
Evergreen Acres.
Evergreen Acres.
Yeah, no worries. You said that your character said the right thing. It's fine. I am.
The local bandits are apparently going to come and attack tomorrow. We were hoping you would be able to assist us in the defense. I realize what I ask is a lot.
She thinks for she thinks for a moment. I don't think I can help you or help them directly. It's complicated, but there are reasons. I won't bore you. I won't bore you with the details. She looks thoughtful.
What about your scary things? They're called.
The scarecrows.
Yes. What about the scarecrows?
She seems to. You say that, and she like raises her finger, like and is like about to say something, and she's like, wait, no. Wait a minute. That's an excellent idea. And you see her raise her hands, and she claps her hands twice. And you see Rhedd, you turn and see the two scarecrows that you guys passed on your way in. You see their heads turn like full 180 degrees to like look in the direction of the garden.
Rhedd would, well, okay. Redd's whole mindset is things are transactional. And he's already unsurprised. Like, he's not expecting any kind of help from Miss Rose at all. Not because he thinks she's a bad person, but because there's nothing they have to offer in trade. She's providing a service to the community, especially if she were to help. And she obviously has the skills to do so, or at least to do something, whether it be direct or indirect. Yeah. Plus, the idea of him being in somebody else's pocket doesn't sit well with him, especially considering what he does for a living. So he's going to look at the scarecrows surprised because an inanimate object is now looking in their direction, obliquely,
Mm.
but also nod his head and say, "Ah, oh, I see why we came to her. Wish we had more to offer."
There's always, oh my dear, there's always something to offer.
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that.
My apprentice, whose spellbook you found not too long ago.
Mhm.
I'm not going to send you out looking for her. However, should you happen upon her, I would like you to deliver a message to her.
Okay.
Deal.
Takes out scroll. He gets ready to write message.
She kind of like gestures for you to
Here you go.
you see her wave her hand over the paper. And a very quick scrawl appears on the page. Before rolling up, and a little bow tie like piece of twine appears and closes it.
Z will tuck that in their bag.
Excellent. You'll know it's her. She's very distinctive.
What was her name again?
She hasn't said. She hasn't said. Her name. Her name is Adelaide. You'll recognize her.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I'm very appreciative of the lot of you. More so than you might realize. Yes. She walks towards the scarecrows. And she says, "Make your way to the north end of town, the pathway leading into the forest. Anyone that approaches that is like the ones that you normally deal with them similarly in kind." And
you mean cool.
She turns towards you. In a manner of speaking.
He just looks to Rhedd. They will eat them.
Oh.
Rose
Just like
chuckles.
back home.
And you see the scarecrows, like still arms out, in very like with very like stiff like stick like motions. You see them start to walk away into the forest.
That will never not be uncomfortable to watch.
You get used to it.
Yeah, they're like automatons, just made of wicker and wood and
Bone.
bone.
They're much worse.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Now, are there any more questions you have for me?
Not at this time, Mrs. Sword.
Are you sure?
Well, I got a question for you.
She
Whether it's
turns towards you.
Whether you're directly getting involved or not getting involved, you're gonna do all this just for us to pass along a message to your apprentice if we see her? I mean, not that I don't trust you. It's just I gotta know what's your angle.
She turns towards Illic and see. I like your new friend. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, I'd like to keep it there. That's why I asked.
She turns towards you, Rhedd. I'm a very busy woman.
That explains it. Yeah. Well, that answers my question.
And she kind of like tilts her head. Does it now? Interesting.
Yeah. You draw a lot of water out here, no pun intended. Yeah, you got a lot of power. You got a nice little setup here. Pretty sure people know well enough by the other scarecrows that you have not to come up here. So you're a being of considerable power. And I'm pretty sure you can make life miserable for the town down there.
Oh, why would I do such a thing though? If I wanted.
Yeah, you could. No. Being a busy woman makes complete sense. You sound just like the folks I work for. Independent debt collection agency. You know how it works.
Nothing so gauche. I can assure you.
Does Illic understand the lingo that is going on right now?
Vaguely, probably at least a little bit. Yeah, you're like, oh, okay.
As a law enforcement official.
Yeah, you're like,
Probably
okay,
heard this once or twice.
You can identify where Rhedd's coming from.
Note to self: keep an eye on the fishman.
See, it's just looking between everyone, like
keep a lookout for suspicious activity. Overbearing TSA agent mode engaged.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Rose to you, Rose says, "You of all people should know that business is business."
And business is good.
That it is.
Kind of business. Z will stick their nose in.
You don't want to know.
But I do though.
It's something you shouldn't be involved in.
Oh, magic, my dear.
You know. But I know magic.
It's just debt collection. You're a deadbeat, and you borrow money that you can't pay back. People are going to repossess that. Otherwise, the whole circle of commerce falls apart. You could say, if you'll excuse the pun, we keep worse things from bubbling up so that good folks like you don't have to deal with it.
I don't know if I'm a good folk, though. Does that matter?
You're doing all
better
right.
than the person that I'm after.
But I know magic. You go back to the magic.
That you do.
Anyway, thank you for your cooperation again, Miss Sisselwood. I think we will be on our way.
Okay.
Best of luck, children.
Well, I guess I don't know how old I am, so okay.
So you guys heading back to town?
Yes, I believe so. That would be the next step. We should
All right.
prepare the defenses.
Sure thing. Eventually, so you guys head back to town, meet back up with Pollex. Pollex, there was was there anything else you wanted to do while these guys were out?
I would have liked to try to set up some sort, because like you said, they come the mountainous regions, like the northeast side of town.
Yeah, there are a couple different entryways into town. There's a path from Rose's cabin, which is probably fine. There's the southern entrance to the town. There's a northward entrance to the town that Rose sent her scarecrows to defend. And then there's a westward entrance to the town. So there are 3 pathways that could be defended. You have established you've established protection for one of them guaranteed. To lay out the war game for a moment. Million Company will help defend the center of the town itself. And the scarecrows will help defend the northern path. That leaves 2 different pathways for you to defend.
I have a thing that I may have that Z may have suggested before they left, leaving Vashir with Pollex to help do an overhead sweep.
Oh yeah, sure, we can do that.
So that's just a thing that popped into my head. Like, I have a flying creature.
That is true.
It.
Would you like to do would you like to have Vashir do a like perception sweep from the air or something like that?
I can. I don't know what to use for the perception, but I can roll a d20. Or I can use what's on here right now until I can actually get the full sheet done.
Vashir's a pseudo dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a pseudo. How do I spell pseudo dragon?
ESEUDO.
What if I just search dragon?
That's good. Dragons.
Why is this not in alphabetical order? Make it in alphabetical order.
Huh? No, I can't read. I don't want to learn.
Can't be bothered. That's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading
them.
I own 12 dirt bikes.
What if I... Oh, that's how... Okay, I can spell. I am the smart. Hello, my name is Sue Donham.
Well done.
First edition, though. I need second edition.
Oh, it is a. There might not actually be a pseudo dragon in PF2E. We will figure it out.
Right now, I think it's just using my perception.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that. That's fine. We'll get your. We'll remind me to get this sorted soon.
Yeah.
Because I keep forgetting, and I'm bad at this. 15. All right. That is enough. we'll say that while you guys were talking to Rose, before we do that, Dre, you said you wanted Pollex to get something else ready.
No, I'm good right now.
Okay. Vashir was you had Vashir survey the area. A little ways to the around the time you get like a lay of the town, or the village. And you see those three pathways that are those three like entrances to the town that I mentioned. And additionally, not that far away from the town, along the river, you see an old dilapidated building. It looks somewhat abandoned, but it is a point of interest that you guys can check out if you so desire.
Dated building.
Since it's right here, and I know this is a little meta, but we probably ought to check it out.
Hey, this is a game. Meta, a little bit of meta is fine.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any preparation that you might want to do before that? Well, first of all, you guys reconvene after and relay information with each other.
Okay, so the north entrance. So I'm assuming we got the information for the dilapidated building that we can go look at.
Yep.
And then we know the north entrance of the town, of the village, is covered by the skeleton scarecrows.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much time do we have left in the day?
You guys got in fairly early. I'd say it's about midday now.
We can go look at that dilapidated building.
Yeah.
See if there's anything in there. Maybe there's something in there that could help us.
You should also see, I don't know if it matters, but we should also see maybe if we can like condense the villagers like in the inn or something. It's like they're not
Yeah,
spread
no,
out
they're
in our
not.
houses.
You certainly can. Would you like to? Oh, sorry. Continue.
I like Pollex's idea. We should get the villagers all in one place.
Yeah, like,
Sure.
Well, my Ray brain looks at that and looks at this building and its relation to, or its nearness to the town. And I'm wondering to myself, like, all right, so if this building is on the path leading to the town, is it also the same path the bandits would take to get to the town? I.e., could this be an ambush point?
Unlikely. The bandit encampment is most likely to the northeast. This is a more westward the dilapidated building is more like westward. The road goes in a different direction. It is on a river. It looks like it could be some kind of like old like Fisher building or something to that effect. Or like maybe something else. But with just that like little bit of information gathered from the pseudo dragon, that's about it's about what you can glean with that your limited information. It's unlikely to be like an ambush point.
Or a casualty collection point. Or a point to hide those who are not physically able to defend the town.
I agree
Maybe.
with that.
Yeah, let's go peek around.
Sure. Would you like to? I know you said you were talking about trying to talk about the people collective, or get the people together collectively. Would you like to start organizing that before you leave or after you leave? Because you guys can go talk to Beaudry if you want to start that now. Because he is in the process of trying to make that work.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Okay. So you guys want to go find Beaudry and give him a chit chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of us could.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of curious, since we know where the bandit camp is, but we're waiting for them to come to us, if it would be prudent to have one of us scout the camp to see exactly what their numbers are looking like.
Yeah.
Before we try to mount a defense.
You don't know exactly where they are. You have like a rough estimate that they're in the northeast somewhere, because that's where there's some cliff. That's where like some cliff faces and stuff are. I'll fucking stretch when I'm good and ready, you piece of shit. Dre.
You be hydrated and not have back pain.
Damn you right.
Be like your kidney's healthy.
All right. So, talking to the locals.
Well, should we see if it's okay with the inn guy? I'm sure he's fine, but with it, but just a double check.
Sure.
Illic will not be there. This man does not seem to like Illic in the slightest.
Okay, so if anyone wants to go check in with Voden, they are welcome to. Pollex, would you like to?
How do you spell Boden's name?
Vodan. Voden Merrybuckle is his name. He is a dwarven man. He is bald with a thick beard. He has a light tanned skin. Looks like he has spent some amount of time doing farm work at some point, but now is taken to the innkeeper life. Like most of the people in the town. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my wallpaper is making noise because I have wallpaper engine. Mute. Shit. So yeah, Pollex, do you want to go check on Voden real quick?
Yeah.
Sure. You make your way to the puzzled pair. And none of the townsfolk are in here, to like eat or anything. And you don't see Voden behind the bar. But the dwarven woman who was serving you yesterday is there in his place. And as you approach, she kind of she looks tentatively at you. May I help you?
Yeah, I wanted to see how Voden was faring after that.
She kind of she seems to like untense a little bit. He's, I mean, he was beaten pretty bad, but he'll get better. That little kobold fella helped a fair amount, but he's gonna be pretty rough for at least a couple days. I appreciate you stopping by and asking.
Definitely. But I also came with a request of some sort.
She kind of like eyes you a little bit. All right.
Well, we obviously dealt with the bandits, and we have them locked up somewhere. Um, but we know that at some point the 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 group of them will come at some point, and we were hoping that we can maybe hold some of the townsfolk in the inn so that they're not as spread apart if anything happens.
Yeah, we should be able to hold. It's not a super defensible position, I don't think, but we should be able. We can probably keep like the less able-bodied in the basement here for safety.
Yeah, definitely. At least like just a few, so that if anything, you know.
Yeah, I get you. They're you really think they're gonna come tomorrow? That's what people are saying.
Well, it seems like us coming here has gotten in the way of them making whatever money they could extort from everyone. So I think they'll have to make some sort of stand, but we'll be here and we have some hands on deck that I think will be able to do something about it.
I mean, I don't do extortion, but I know how extortion works. And yeah, you were their meal ticket. You were part of their racket. They're coming. They're either going to get the money. They're either going to get a whole bunch of money fast, or go back to getting a good amount of money over time. They'll take either one. Don't ask me how I know.
You don't do extortion though.
It's debt collection. No,
Totally
I'm an
different.
office guy, you know.
Well, being passive hasn't done anything for us so far. Any good for us so far. Maybe Beaudry's right. Maybe we should have just stood up for ourselves all along. But no, only way to find out is see how it turns out. Uh, anything else you wanna say to her?
Just pretty much like just thanking her for being able to make that arrangement.
Hmm. She nods.
Yeah,
I got a question
go.
about the town out of character. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Do you wanna ask the dwarven woman a question about the town, or is it or is this a question out of character? You said.
It's out of character, but I could ask it in character. Just so you gotta. So out of curiosity, kind of way to close off that northern road? Block it, make it hard to move through.
Not really. I not as far as I'm aware. You need to ask the Evergreen family more so than us. We just tend the Dana and I just Dana and I just tend the inn.
All right.
Have the scarecrows at the north one too.
The scarecrows are at the north one. You would know that, she would not, though.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we'll move to, I guess, Illic and Z, who went to talk to Beaudry. You find, yep. You two find Beaudry at the grocer, the greengrocer, which is also where there's a blacksmith shop off the side set up. You see, and you can see like a lot of people coming like in and out and after of the building, and you can hear the pounding of metal and the hum and like the foom of like forge bellows. Fairly quickly you can find Beaudry kind of like directing people. He looks over towards you. Oh, good afternoon. Any luck with the witch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Rhedd, you are not there. You went with Pollex. No worries.
Two big scarecrows guarding the north side now.
Those things give me the willies.
But they're on our side.
Thank the gods. Well, glad to hear.
Not them.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there? We're doing pretty all right over here so far. Jaden's a gosh darn miracle worker, it seems. That turns out the difference between a nail and a spear is about 2 feet in length. So he's doing pretty good.
Excellent.
Good to know. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not the best weapons you've ever seen, but I mean, you just need just need something with a pointy bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
And it's like you see his his like air of like kind of like confidence kind of like waver for a moment. It's just like, oh boy. But you guys, if y'all were coming to talk to me, there must be something you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah.
AFK. I don't know.
Yeah, what's it?
I believe, yeah, there was something about consolidating the populace, and maybe something about the dilapidated building. Something, it was, I think, some combination of those two things.
Can you tell us about the dilapidated building toward the west?
Oh, the one on the river?
Yes.
Yeah, no one's lived there for quite a while. There's a rumor that there's some terrible creature living in the basement there, but I think it's just an old fairy story. The place used to be owned by a fisherman, but he up and left some number of years ago.
Hmm.
That
We were
place. That
wondering
place.
if we could.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
finish your sentence. Finish your sentence.
Oh, that guy was living there on that land before my family turned up to work the orchard.
Hmm. We were wondering if we could use this as a place for people to evacuate to, or to hide the people that are unable to defend themselves.
It's a possibility.
We need to scout it first, I think.
Yeah. I mean, if the place has been abandoned for quite a while, if it's safe, maybe. In terms of the town, the two most defensible places are either the farmhouse, which I don't think has enough room for most of the people, but we can hold some of them. And this building actually, the grocer, is, believe it or not, this building is probably the most defensible position.
What are you planning on doing such things? Moving some of the people into the grocery.
Probably as many as we could, but if we had a location offsite that for people to wait it out, that could be very beneficial.
What do you have in terms of defenses?
We got a lot of pointy sticks now. And not
mean,
much
like-
else.
Perhaps building some barricades on the roads would be. Use some carts just to slow them down.
That is definitely something we could try. We could try doing. A lot of our in an early pass of the town, anyone that had any kind of like real weapons, crossbows from road travel or small blades, they were all taken. So we couldn't defend ourselves, but we'll try. Not that any of us were fighters in the first place, but push comes to shove, you know?
We will go check out the building. In the meantime, try to set up some barricades.
Of course. Oh, and before you go, once you make your way back tonight, you can head on up to the farmhouse. We'll put you up for the night. Show you a bit of hospitality.
Thank you very much.
You guys are doing a lot with very little chance for a reward, at least from us. It's the least we can do.
That's my job. It's what I do.
It's not my job.
Well, I appreciate it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So the group reconvenes with information.
Oh.
What did y'all learn?
What did you say?
What did
What?
y'all learn?
Oh, well, we talked with Voden's daughter. Right, that's who she was, right?
It was Voden's daughter, yeah. You didn't get her name. You know the other daughter's name is Denna. You didn't ask her name.
Oh, it's a different.
Well, we
daughter.
talked to we talked to Voden's daughter. He's stable right now. He's gonna need a couple days, but we talked to them about holding some people in the basement who are, not like a little bit older and not able to, really fight. The more vulnerable citizens.
Yes, we spoke to Bo. Apparently, they were going to put up some people in the farm, and then in the grocer. Apparently, those are the two most defendable positions. And then we should go check out that abandoned building as a means of putting people in a more off-site location.
You hear Rhedd mutter the name Blackmore as after you mention that. He's just kind of staring off into space.
Mm.
That's like, what'd you say?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Let's definitely check out that abandoned building. You never know who's holed up in there. Might be a bandit scouting us or something like that. You know, lookouts, ringers, that sort of.
Mr. Evergreen did mention that there was apparently a rumor that there was a creature held up in the basement of that location.
Yeah, bottom feeder probably.
By the way, I say we go check it out.
Yeah, let's.
All right. Z, you were able to guide the group towards this dilapidated building. Through because you saw it through the eyes of your pseudo dragon.
Well, I went and see it through the eyes of the pseudo dragon, but the pseudo dragon can't communicate with me,
Yeah.
so they would just basically report back.
Yeah, that's mostly what I meant. Like you know where it is. You know the location. So no need to like to get lost in the woods. Is what it is more so what I was getting at. Let me.
I guide people from the shoulder of Illic,
Yeah.
so I can be taller.
Yeah. As you, yeah. So it takes a little while. To get in that direction. But eventually you are able to you find this like what would be like a very like idyllic little site. But it has mostly been like it seems to have mostly been like reclaimed by nature at this point. There in its peak or like when it was like a more like inhabited area, the this little cabin on a cabin on the side of the water on a little hill like with like had like clearly had like a shrub wall surrounding it, but at this point like the shrub wall is like overgrown. The vegetation has overgrown as well, and you see the part of like the thatched roof of this cabin has like fallen in. It's the frame, the door frame is kind of starting to like give a little bit as well. It's a bit you could call it a bit of a fixer upper.
I want to do detect magic cantrip.
Sure.
It's not like D&D. It just sends out a pulse up to 30 feet, just detecting whether there's magic present or not.
Yes. Let me check something. I need this. And then I need you do not detect any magic as far as you can tell. Could you actually post detect magic, like do the thing, the post detect magic in the chat, please?
Yep.
A pulse that registers the presence of magic. You receive no information beyond the presence. Yeah. As far as you can tell, there is nothing there.
Okay. Not saying anything, just did a quick.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move you back to the home because you're not at the witch's cabin anymore.
Can we can we approach the door?
Sure.
I'm assuming there's a door there.
The door is mostly fallen off its hinges. But you approach the door, and you go to if you were to go to open it, it would just fall off. Like I said, the door frame is kind of starting to cave in. It's still holding, even like with the door like kind of like broken quite a bit, but you can get in.
Yeah. Illic will quote unquote open the door,
and it will never close again. Yeah. You go to. I'm sorry. Continue.
And then after that, I'll draw my pistol. I'm gonna go in.
Sure.
One
second.
Boy.
Sure. You clear the room. Inside is there's not much there. Whoever moved out of here didn't leave much. Some stray like cracked pots and pans. Some traces of furniture. But there's nothing else in here there's nothing else in here that you can see immediately. Although you do see a what appears to be a trap door to the basement.
Can I open the trap door?
Sure. You go over. You walk over and you open the trap door. The basement is somewhat similar. You see like some traces of like a pile of hay or something that has been like rotted out. There's some boxes in a corner. There's some like wooden crates that have been that are starting to like break down, and like from like the broken boxes you can reveal there's not really anything like interesting in it anymore. There is very conspicuously a somewhat ornate treasure chest in the corner of the room.
That I can see from
where you are looking down into the room.
There's a treasure chest down there.
And to be clear, there is no other way to describe it. That is a treasure chest.
What do you make of that?
Dre, if you're saying something, we can't hear you.
I'm far away. I was like, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can I attempt to do a recall of like knowledge check on monsters in chests?
Sure, roll me Arcana. Bestie, that's a mimic. Like that is the most conspicuous that's a fucking mimic you've ever seen in your life.
Is it trying?
Clearly not hard enough. What you know about mimics, they are intelligent. They are hunters. They usually try and feed off of like curious people. They can be almost any inanimate object. And this one is clearly not trying hard enough.
Very bad.
I will relay that to Illic.
Oh, I've never seen a mimic before. I don't know, I expected a little more. It's not. Do we?
Illic, now knowing it's a mimic now, if you look back, you can see the like the top of the treasure chest moving very slightly as if it's breathing.
I feel so bad. This poor mimic. They're just sitting there like, buddy, I'm doing my best.
But mimics are intelligent, right? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, mimics are intelligent.
You there? We know you're a mimic. Can you,
From somewhere
you need to leave.
from down in the basement. No, I'm not.
You are.
No.
Please.
I just heard you talk.
There's a pause. No, you didn't.
I can see you move.
Yeah, we can see your box rising and falling like you're breathing.
Look,
Yeah.
The box
Here's the
stops
deal.
moving.
This guy.
okay, well, it's a little late for that.
Listen, I haven't eaten in quite a long time. You try and fucking do anything without. Now it's like the top of the box is just opening and closing, like speaking. Inside
Wait a
the chest is just teeth and like just a mouth, and it's like it is like unpleasant to look at.
I'm gonna take out a ration.
If we
I'm gonna
Ooh.
feed the mimic a ration.
wait, do we still have that bandit?
you you buried
No,
it.
wait.
Feed him the dead body.
No, the other bandit that we knocked out. Oh no, they're helping clear the road.
No, the others, the other,
still tied up.
they're still
in the
tied up.
barns.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect. Then they're gift wrapped.
you don't have them with you though.
Yeah, we don't have him with us.
Yeah. Red would.
Oh,
feel
can we
like
huddle
back.
for a second?
Well,
Yeah, sure.
let's huddle.
You guys
We
huddle.
have a huddle session.
Why don't we convince this monster to eat the bandits when they come?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's what I'm.
That's what.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
This mimic could
Make
definitely
friends.
help us.
And then, like, after, if he's like a jerk about it, it's good.
Then we just kill him.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the trapdoor.
Okay.
We have. What? Do you have a name? Do you have some names?
I do.
What is it?
Chazzers.
What is it?
His name is Chazzers. Chazzurz.
No.
Chazzers the mimic. Okay.
Did he take the ration?
Chazzers, we have
Yo.
a proposition for you.
Okay.
We
Does
know
it
where you can
involve-
get a lot of. It involves a lot of food.
You see a pair of like a pair of what could be described as humanoid legs emerge from underneath. But imagine like describing human legs to someone that has never seen a human.
All right.
And you see a similar set of humanoid arms come out of the side of the box. Again,
Hey,
like
stay right there.
when you look at it, like, you know how a human arm has like the bottom half has like a pale side that has like less hair. This thing is like has like there is no bottom side. It is all like the darker skin with the hair, and the hair is like sticking up on end.
Oh God.
And the legs are similar. The arms have an additional elbow.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
But
Just wait a minute.
you see it like get up and like
Hang on,
walk toward and like walk towards the there is no there, to be clear, there's no ladder to get down. And there's yeah.
Don't move. Don't. We're not done yet.
Okay.
Move. Look, here's the deal.
All right.
You help us.
Okay.
We're gonna feed you. All
That'd
right.
be
There's bandits are gonna attack the local village.
Okay.
And you can help us defend it by eating the bandits.
I can do that. I'm very hungry. Listen, I've been stuck down here for quite a while. And after so long of eating nothing but rats, I'll fucking eat anything.
Okay, but you can't.
I'll do anything.
You can't eat the villages.
How do I know which ones are the villages?
We'll show you that when we get there. You have to disguise yourself as something that's not an ornate treasure chest.
Well,
okay.
Why don't we keep it?
Like a barrel.
As a treasure chest, because then it'll be like the offering of the town, and then all the bandits will be like, "It's a chest."
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could just put him. We could just put him in the middle of town.
Bandits love treasure.
Literally.
Bandits love treasure. Like they're dumb. They're gonna fall for this shit.
But you can't do that breathing stuff, Chazers.
Yeah.
Like you need to lock in. Like
no breathing. I
can do that.
All right, listen. You can't just go strolling into town like that. You're gonna scare the villagers.
All right.
Can you do something small?
Can you transform into something smaller?
We can carry you.
Can mimics do that? Can they switch size like that? Or
hold on, let me look. Mimic object. The mimic assumes the shape of any medium object, so it can't be smaller than medium.
Okay, so something. Its weight probably doesn't change though, because the mimic is.
Just do like a crate or something, then we can just carry it. Y'all are strong.
I wouldn't.
A wheel.
I can be a wheel.
Oh,
just a wheel. I can be a wheel.
Yeah, just a wheel. We'll wheel you into town.
Sadly, I'm only a wheel.
And then we'll show you what the villagers look like, and then you don't eat them, and then
you see Chazers morph in on itself. It's in a combination of what looks to be like wood, flesh, and teeth. And it ends up like a wagon wheel. He ends up like a big wagon wheel.
Okay. Well, now we got to get him out of there.
Yeah. That's actually what I was gonna say. And you see, like the center of a wheel where you would attach an axle.
Yeah.
That starts opening and closing like a mouth. I was actually gonna say the reason I'm down here is because I heard that basements and dungeons and stuff are great places to like for people to find, and then I got down here and there's no ladder and I can't actually get up on my own.
We're gonna find you a ladder, Chazers, don't worry.
Oh, that'd be great. In other news, I'm a wheel and I got oh wait, I can just grow arms again. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, all right, we gotta find a ladder.
You saw a ladder outside. He's been almost free for quite a while. He's just not very smart.
All right, one of you go grab that ladder.
I'll grab the ladder.
All right. Yeah, you grab the ladder, and I assume bring it back.
Yeah. All right, pal, here you go.
Oh, excellent. And you see the wheel again grow these terrible arms and legs. And you see it climbs out of the thing. And now there's just a wheel with like vaguely human arms and legs just standing there.
Is it
All
like
right,
on the
Chaz,
back of the wheel, or is it on like the sides of the wheel?
It's coming out of like the arms and legs are like coming out of the spoke. So you are looking at like the tire part of a wheel. Doesn't have a tire, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the arms are coming out of where the axle would be.
That's great.
All right, let's Chaz's go back into wheel form, and we're gonna wheel you into town.
All right, all right, I can do that. And the arms and legs recede into the wheel, and now there's just a wheel.
All right, Illic will push Chatters into town.
I need upon touching Chazers, I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh, he's just trying to bite me.
Not nice, Brazzers.
Sticky.
Brazzers.
Sticky.
Chazzers.
Yeah, not that
I heard
other
that.
thing, Fox.
Not that the thing. I caught that.
Where's the
Needed it.
save? Reflex save.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
So you go to push Chazers, and as you go to like move your hand, it doesn't come off of him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned. I'm really sticky."
Oh,
Here. If you just pull, I'll pull. And you see like four arms like grab onto the ground and start pulling. And you're able to like pull your hand away.
How about they use my invisible hand?
I can just
And-
walk.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
wheel yourself.
All right, I can do that.
I'm gonna to try to help use the invisible hand to help keep him balanced, so it doesn't look too conspicuous.
Sure.
We should probably, upon entering town, we should probably find Bo and tell him what's up.
All
that
right.
we found a mimic friend who's gonna help us. We should
All right.
probably just stay away from the wheel at all times.
All right. With with you guys wheeling Chazers back towards town, we're gonna call the session there.
Okay.
Because it's been 3.5
Mimic
hours. I was so worried that you guys would like, because there were a couple of ways for you guys to get to this area. And I'm like, oh god, I really hope they don't miss Chazers. Chazers is my favorite.
I like this guy. I want to keep him.
I was very close to shooting Chazers.
I'm so
I was
happy
gonna
you didn't
shoot him.
shoot Chazers.
I was gonna shoot Chazers right in the fucking face.
Nope, too late. We back lines with it.
It's cool. He's friendly. I like it.
He's
So
not very
hungry
good at
for
his
food.
job. What did you say, Dre?
We'll help him.
Listen, he's so hungry, poor thing.
He hasn't eaten in a long time.
You poor bastard.
Chazes. When I was coming up with this NPC, I was like, "What's the dumbest name I can name a mimic?" And I thought of Chazers, and I'm like, "It's perfect."
We should name him Chesty. That would have been lame.
I would never. Hold on. I actually have a custom card for Chazers. 1 second. There's no art because I haven't done it.
So I just told a friend of mine about this mimic, and he said he has a character that has a mimic as his armor.
Oh, I love that.
Kind of a symbiote suit.
All right. I posted friendly mimic. Oh, I forgot the S. Or the Z, rather. So according to the card, it's just Chazer, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chazers. Hello, I'm Chazers. I'm so excited.
I'm glad I spoke to him first before I shot him.
I'm so happy you didn't attack him. Mimics are really tough. That would have been a really hard fight. Also, in terms of like, because technically mimics don't actually are not able to actually have arms and legs. They have pseudopods. But Dark Souls mimics have forever fucking modified my perception of how mimics look.
I feel like a mimic could be whatever the DM says it can be.
Oh, 100%. But like the mimics in Dark Souls have these terrible like human-like arms and legs.
That's exactly what I thought of, and I was like, oh my god, it's a mimic from Dark Souls.
100%, yeah.
I like this.
If we kill Chazers, do we get this? Do we get the symbol of avarice if we kill Chazers?
No, don't kill Chazers. He's a good boy.
Do we just wear Chazers on our head? We get like more gold from monsters we kill.
Before we go, technically speaking, talking to Chazer, because Chazers was technically an encounter, because you could have just attacked him. You do get XP from that, which would have been because this would have been a quite difficult encounter. It would actually be 120 from Chazers. So that's exciting.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. Whoa!
Dog elected mayor.
Squidward on a chair.
It was 100 and what?
It was 120 from Chazers.
560.
I like just a while ago I was like, what if I give them the potential to make friends with a mimic? I'm like, that'd be funny. I'm gonna do that.
It's amazing.
No, I'm not.
No,
No,
we heard you.
No, you didn't.
Just now.
Very
Right.
easy for the friendly monsters that I had in mind.
Yeah. I missed that game. Yep.
The friendly mind flayer.
The mind flayer was very good. The spider.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, we're gonna thank you for being in my game, you guys. Fox, thank you for joining. I hope you all had a good session.
That was great.
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Fuck yeah.
I like Fox's
Excellent.
character.
Yeah, I do
Oh, I'm
too.
glad you do.
Yeah, it's great.
I look forward to more interactions between Illic and Rhedd, and their assorted law-based disagreements.
Disagree. It's all law.
It's all law.
Pull that shit. Well, according to statute 720, you can't fucking do that.
But we're gonna end the stream there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Say bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.